Hey guys, J77 here. Doing a quick update on two movie franchises. Let's just get right straight to it. According to some resources from the internet and the news, Jay Johnston has been with talks with Steven Spielberg about the script for Jurassic Park 4. So obviously that is moving forward as planned. Details of what they was talking about is pretty much net tight. People don't know if he's going to direct, if that was one of the reasons why, if he's interested in directing, or if he's interested in the screenplay, or possibly developing the screenplay or polishing it up. But either way, that is a very interesting turn of events to be reporting. Johnston, as you know, has done the Captain America movie. So him talking about the Jurassic Park film, whether directing, producing, helping with the storyline, it's pretty much interesting in itself. As for Steven Spielberg involvement, from what I understand, there's rumors and talk that they want to make not one new movie, but 3 new ones. So they really want to make this they really want to expand the franchise, and if that's the case, that is definitely going to be very interesting how they're going to do it. So we may not just have 4, we may have 4, 5, and 6, or have a reboot possibly to the Jurassic Park franchise. Either way, it's definitely looking like they're really taking this seriously. As for Steven Spielberg's role in it, it's still pretty much unclear whether he's going to direct it or just do the production part of it, but it does look like they are really trying to, bring back the genre and bring back interest within the fans and even moviegoers who are not fans of the franchise. So it's definitely looking interesting. It looks like they're going to be doing a lot of work on this movie. So okay, I'll keep you posted and see if anything new pops up. Another thing is, these is just rumors flying out there from the internet media and the entertainment world in Hollywood. But there is very strong possibilities that Steven Spielberg may direct Transformers 4, which I gotta say, I'm a little bit up and down. I don't see him directing the movie for the simple fact that it doesn't look like his type of movie. But if he does, his direction alone will change the way the film is made from here on out. So having him directed it, one thing you'll know, it's not going to be like a Jason Bay type Transformers. It's going to be a totally different Transformers. And one of the things I say I'm mixed about it is because a lot of people blamed him for the reason why Transformers was today, and I think that's a little unfair because he didn't direct Transformers, he produced it. It's the difference if he was to direct all the Transformers films than him producing it. So he's just a producer. He forks in the money, he's putting his backing on it, but he's not exactly directing it. Michael Bay had directed all 3 Transformers, whether you are a hater of the Transformer or you just a big fan of the Transformers, to say that Steven Spielberg was 100% responsible for what this film was a little bit unfair. But there are speculations that he may actually take over the Transformers 4, and to me it will be interesting to see if he does or not. That's something that I'm really curious if he's going to do. One thing I will tell you though, they're not going to reboot the film. A lot of people wanted to be a reboot, but it's not going to be a reboot. It's going to definitely be a 4th installment, pretty much following the other 3. Which, in my opinion, I'd rather see him just reboot it. I liked the first one. I didn't, hate the second one. I was disappointed because there was too much slap jokes, too much sex reference in the film. It didn't really make the film too enjoyable. It could have been, if he would have focused on the same style he did with the first one, I probably would have liked it more. Third one was just boring to me. It wasn't even entertaining me. The simple fact is it was the same film as 2, so they didn't really change much in the third one, and I just was very, very bored with the third one. So one thing we know that Michael Bay will pretty much not return this one. Shia LaBeouf also a great possibility he may not return for that one. Tyrese, it's a toss-up with him. But like I said, they don't want to reboot it. They just want to keep going forward. So it's intriguing to see how they want to continue from those 3 films. But like I said, it made money. It did. It made a lot of money for Paramount. And even though they're not, rushing this film, which in my opinion is a good thing and not a bad thing, it's definitely the 4th one is going to be there. It's just a matter of when. Another thing is that I'm not really happy they're doing, because it is a cult classic, and I really don't want to see that that brand being ruined by the remake. There are certain remakes I personally feel they should never be remade. They are very seriously considering making Blade Runner. The film that was made famous by Harrison Ford, that is a cult following. A lot of people love this film. I actually enjoyed that film, and they are in serious talk of making a remake. So I'm not very pleased about that. So hopefully they change their mind, leave that film alone. It's perfect just the way it is. We don't need a retelling of it. But they are serious considering it, and I'm not very happy about it. But that's pretty much it I've got to say about it. So Jurassic Park looks like it's going forward. T4 may or may not have Steven Spielberg as their next director. Transformers 4, just make sure, I gotta remember, T is like for Terminator mostly. But it definitely looks like that film is not going to be rebooted. It's definitely going to be a 4th one, but it's going to be taking a little bit longer than the other 2 predecessors. And I'm not very happy with the Blade Runner, but I have to vent on that on a separate video to tell you why. Because it really, it's not just that film, but remakes in general that shouldn't be remade, and it will take me a good 6-7 minutes to talk about that in general. But that's it. Also, all I got for now. You guys take care, and I'll talk to you later.